It's 2025, so now it's time for you to stop creating lead magnets that no one uses. In this video, I'm going to go over what I believe is the ultimate lead magnet of 2025 and beyond, something that's actionable, dynamic, and helps keep your users or leads coming back for more. So the problem with most lead magnets is that they're static. So ebooks, templates, checklists, whatever it is, people look at it once and then they forget about it. So basically, it's buried in their Google Drive or it's buried in their email or something that they probably don't come back to often, if at all. So that's why I think that the ultimate lead magnet and where we're going in 2025 is a resource hub that is stored in Google Drive on a Google Sheet. Hear me out. So I have heard and seen a lot of creators having a Google Sheet that is completely actionable. They are updating it with new tutorials, new trainings, new checklists, new sheets, resources, whatever it is. This is a dynamic resource that people come back to over and over and over again because it's not static. And so what that means is you are downloading a Google Drive or a Google Sheet, right? And that Google Sheet actually is divided up into a range of things. So some of them are video tutorials, some of them are the best tools and resources that you use in your business. So that way people can see that, okay, this is very actionable. This is not just a static one-time thing that may be outdated here in a couple weeks, but this is something that is continuously updated. So think about it. This Google Sheet, this hub, so to say, is actionable, it's updated, it is dynamic, so people are coming back and seeing what you've added, something that's new. And as the creator of a Google Resource Hub or a Google Sheet Hub, you don't have all that stress going on about, okay, so I created this XYZ lead magnet 6 months ago. Is it still relevant? Because with that Google Sheets Hub, you can just go in. If it's not relevant anymore, you can delete it and replace it with something new and updated. So this is going to be easy for you to update as the creator, and this is going to be something that people who download it come back again and again and again because they want to see the updates on the Google Sheet and they want to see what's new. So if a Google Sheet Hub is still a little bit over your head, let me give you a couple of examples that I've actually seen that work out really well. So I was first introduced to this a couple of years ago when I downloaded a resource that was nothing but a Google Sheet that was jam-packed with information on sales training. So basically, they had a built-in checklist for you to go down the list on the trainings that you needed to watch, and you could check off whether or not you've watched it, whether or not you've implemented, whether or not you're still working on it. Then on another page, they had some sales scripts, and they had different things that they thought would be good as far as you learning sales for your business, right? And so you're probably wondering, like, with all this information, that I'm giving away for free, what exactly are people going to come back to me for and purchase from me? And I completely understand. That is a valid question. But just like with any other lead magnet, if someone does not know how to implement something, or someone does not have that time to implement something, they will most definitely come back to you. It's no different than me creating videos here on YouTube about AI automations and then someone booking a call with me to have me set up their automations for them, even though they've watched my video. And they could probably do it themselves, but they don't want to. So it's no different. So think about this. these Google resource sheets and these hubs are containing information that you're already giving out for free. So if you have a YouTube channel like me, maybe you are linking YouTube videos on one section that is actually taking somebody from an A to Z process, right? So you have some type of roadmap. I have the organic lead generation funnel that I actually covered a couple months ago on a video. And what I have actually done is I have changed it into a Google resource hub that actually walks you step by step and gives you all the resources that I use in my business, gives you everything you need, answers frequently asked questions, has training tutorials and everything else on it. So that way someone could take that initial roadmap, that initial blueprint, and even though you have that blueprint, but maybe you just need a little bit more nudging on how to actually get it done. So that's what my Google Hub is. And I'll leave the link down to that down below. But if you're in any other type of business, there's so many different businesses that you can do this for. Like I said, my first example, my first encounter with this type of business or this type of lead magnet was a business that worked on sales training. I've also encountered Google resource hubs in SEO. So SEO marketing and how to set up your website for SEO and how to grow your business with SEO. This particular person, yes, he gives away all this stuff for free, but he does have paid offerings that he does offer. And so another thing is with this Google Resource Hub, you're not just going to leave it with everything you have for free and not mention your paid products, right? Because with every lead magnet, you have to have some kind of call to action for it to be effective, right? After that person has downloaded your lead magnet, what do you want them to do? Do you want them to book a call with you? Do you want them to purchase your course? Do you want to have a free consultation with them? Whatever it may be, your lead magnet still needs a call to action. So that's no different than with this Google Sheets Hub, right? So on the Google Sheets Hub, you can have a call to action on there saying, hey, if you want help implementing this, book a call with me. Or maybe you are linking out to some of your other products that could help people that are paid, right? So it's no different. But the only difference is that this resource is very dynamic. So it's basically taking all of your lead magnets, right, for all levels. So we have our value ladder, the beginners, the middle tier, the higher tier, right? And we're combining all that and we are putting these lead magnets into this Google Sheets Hub. The way you set up your Google Sheets Hub is pretty much endless. I mean, there are so many different ways to do it. Mine is fairly basic. I have a couple of different tabs and I have different things on each tab. So I have resources, I have a checklist, I have frequently asked questions, and then I also have a section for people who want to implement AI in their business that kind of goes through AI automations as well. So that is my Google Resource Hub, right? My Google Sheets Hub. And I do plan on adding on to it. So you may be overwhelmed at this point hearing that you don't need just one lead magnet, but you need a multitude of lead magnets in one. And you're probably thinking one of two things. So maybe one is, hey, I don't have enough content to actually put into a Google Sheets Hub. And then maybe two, if you're on the opposite end of the spectrum, I have so much, I don't know if I have time to put all that stuff together or keep everything updated, right? So there are two ways to look at this. If you are just starting and you're just starting your business, maybe only have a couple of lead magnets, that's completely fine because typically when someone downloads a lead magnet, it is a simple lead magnet. So what you can do is start your Google Resource Hub and then you can put in your current lead magnet that you actually have. And then you can start putting in things like coming soon. So you can start filling things out before they're even out, right? So you can start filling things out the different lines and say, this is coming soon. Or maybe you can even redirect them to a couple of different other resources that you have that are paid, even though you are giving value, right? So you can redirect them to maybe a Facebook group or a school group. Okay, so that is another resource that people don't think of. So groups are a lead magnet, but who thought to put a group on your actual dynamic lead magnet, right? So that's great. You can also have downloads. So you can also have, like, I have my funnel blueprint, my organic funnel blueprint as a download within the sheet itself. I also have YouTube videos that I've recorded on different topics. There are so many different things. So you probably actually have more than you think you have. You probably have that initial lead magnet, but just think and look around. And if you've got a YouTube channel, that is great as well. You can start putting in links to different things. So even if you don't have a YouTube channel, maybe you have social media, you're really big on Instagram, and maybe this post of yours got like, I don't know, I'm not an Instagram user, but maybe it got like 20,000 views, okay? So maybe you could actually take a screenshot of that Instagram post and show people how you were actually able to make a post go viral. So that is also considered a lead magnet in itself, okay? So on the other end of the spectrum, if you feel like you have a lot of stuff going on, and you are concerned about not being able to keep this thing updated, what I would say to you is, why do you have so much going on to where you can't just upload a link every once in a while? Are your lead magnets changing that often? If they are, I think maybe we should just take a step back and maybe not change so often. Find something that works, put it on there, and put your best stuff on there that you have, and then just put it out there to the world and tell people that you've got a Google Sheets resource hub, right? But the main point to take away is that a resource hub is something that can be built upon at a later time, okay? So with that being said, I want to let you know that I do have a software coming out, Magnetify, and that is to help you create AI-powered lead magnets. Although the lead magnets will be hosted on Magnetify, you can most definitely use your link and put that on your Google Resource Hub after you've created your lead magnet in Magnetify. At the moment that I'm recording this video, we have not launched the software yet, but we are recruiting people for beta testing. Meaning, if you go to magnetify.ai, you will encounter a landing page that asks for your email and your name. If you go ahead and put that in there, I will send you information on being a beta tester, being one of the first people to actually use magnetify.ai before it is launched to the general public. And with that, you also get perks, right? So you're going to get to use the software before the general public, and you're also going to get perks for being one of the first users and helping shape the roadmap for Magnetify. So with that being said, I'm leaving the link down below so that way you can go ahead and sign up for the waitlist. And I want to know your thoughts about today's video, about the lead magnet resource hub, right? So the Google Sheets hub. What do you think about creating one singular lead magnet that walks people through your process and updating as you go and changing things around? What do you think about that particular lead magnet? Have you actually downloaded a lead magnet that was housed on Google Sheets? And what were your thoughts about that? I'm curious to know. So you guys, if you enjoyed this video today, please like the video, please share it with others, and I'm gonna see you on the next video where we're gonna talk all about lead gen without the ad spend and AI automations.